Beyond the highlands, high up in the northern mountains, the terrain is dotted with mysterious cave entrances. Inside dark, winding, perilous caverns, the legends speak of monsters, but also of valuable loot. So we enter the caves, risking life and limb for some very strong gear. Oh crap, what is that? I gotta get out of here. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Conan Exiles video. I'm Exiled Phoenix, and this is a guide to the caverns of the Children of Jill. I'm going to show you how to get Hollowbone Arrows, the Hollowbone Bow, Active Violence Axe, and Specialist Ammunition 4, which is the Acid and Smoke Arrows, which are really good for PvP, as well as Blackblood Tools and Blackblood itself. I will show you the exact attribute build I would recommend for farming the Hollowbone Arrows, which are the main resource you're going to want to be harvesting in these caves. And by the end of this video, you should be pretty familiar with the layout of these caves as well. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so I have a Cannibal Brute with me, level 18. She hits pretty hard, and basically, this is my build. What you want to have, specifically for the Hollowbone Arrows, is Careful Harvest and Expertise, and I honestly would not go any further than this. Because in my testing with rare resources, I found out that it seems like in the short term, you get a little bit more drops if you just leave it here instead of going all the way to Hard Worker, because Hard Worker you only get half as many hits on the corpse before you essentially break the corpse completely. So I've found better luck just by staying at Careful Harvest and not going all the way to Hard Worker. So then of course I've got Agility for the Rolling Thrust and Full Vitality, and I decided to put my extra points into getting the extra 10% damage from my special and heavy attacks, and then 5 in Grit. And this is just a specifically rare resource farming build that I use most of the time. So now, to harvest these guys, you're going to want to have a Blackblood pick with a tool upgrade kit on it, or Oil of Bounty if you can afford it. We already got 18, dang, that's pretty rare actually. Now it is pretty dark in here, so you might want to have a torch when you come in. Unfortunately, I did not bring a one-handed weapon, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. Alright, here's the boss that drops the Blackblood Tools. Oh, and by the way, we are starting in this northern cave. There are 4 different caves that have harpy creatures in them, and we're starting in this north one, Benyakin Seal. Okay, so I got a Blackblood pick and a Blackblood hatchet. Oftentimes they drop 2 tools, as you can see. And you get a skeleton key from this guy too, and each one of the bosses will drop the Blackblood. Now any one of these creatures can drop the Hollowbone Arrows. As you can see, I got really lucky on that very first one that I killed and I got a drop, but I haven't gotten another Hollowbone Arrow drop since. Now the legendary chest that goes with the boss that I just killed is right up here, if you climb up this pillar. Now I don't know if this will be here after the update, so I wouldn't expect that it would be here, because they're removing most of the legendary chests from the world. Alright, so at that point you can just come right back out of this cave. This is just a one-way cave that goes in. Now you can climb out through the roof there. You saw there was like a light coming from the roof. You can climb out the hole in the roof, but it's a long climb. Alright, so we're back outside, and then we just go down the hill to the next cave. And we're going to aim for this cave next. Super speed! Alright, so here we are at the second cave. Now this one is a double-ended cave. It's going to go inside, it's going to go around, and it's going to come out at this other end right here. No Hollowbone Arrows. There, I got another 16 Hollowbone Arrows. Nice. Haven't been getting the best drop amounts per se, but still not bad. Alright, now this is our first boss right here. Now there are 2 bosses in this cave, and they will drop guaranteed 1 of 3 weapons. It'll be either the Active Violence Axe, which is exactly what this one dropped, or the Hollowbone Bow, or the Unwelcome Gift Shield, which is quite useless actually. Oh, I don't want to forget to go back and pick that guy either. Alright, so this first part of the cave is pretty straightforward. Once you beat that guy, you just go straight up through the cave. And at this point is where it gets a little bit confusing as far as the cave layout, because once you get into this big room, there's a couple different directions you can go. And I'll show you that here in a second. Now right here, we came from up there. Basically you can go left, which is going to take you down below. As you can see, there's a drop off here. Or we can go straight, which is going to take us outside to the other cave entrance right here. But first we're going to go downstairs because there's another boss down here. Got another 18 Hollowbone Arrows, nice. This one's stuck in the mesh quite properly. Looks like the boss dropped the Unwelcome Gift, which is a pretty useless throwing shield. Alright, and that's about all that's down here, so we're gonna go right back upstairs. Unfortunately, we did not get a Hollowbone Bow, but if you keep killing those 2 bosses, you will eventually get one. Alright, now we're gonna continue going this direction, which will take us out the other cave entrance. Oh, there's a 1 skull. You might have a higher chance of dropping Hollowbone Arrows. Got another 18 Hollowbone Arrows from that one. Nice. Alright, now we just drop right on down here, because we are going to this last cave in the south. Now, there are quite a few of these harpy creatures just outside the cave. Got another 20 Hollowbone Arrows. Now you do get a lot of demon blood from these guys too. I'm actually going to just drop all of this. You get feathers too, pharaoh flesh. Just going to end up dropping most of this. If you want to, you can bring a horse with you, or you can even go just to full expertise to get Beast of Burden. I just seem to have better luck with not going all the way to the hard worker perk like I said before. Another Hollowbone Arrow drop. Nice. Alright, so this cave is also pretty straightforward. Once you get to this spot, there's a boss. And then it's pretty much a dead end at this point. It'd be nice if my thrall would do something. Alright, now this boss drops Fragment of Power and the scroll for the Specialist Ammunition 4, which is, like I said before, Acid and Smoke Arrows, and also Fire Spark Arrows. And a Skeleton Key. And there's also a chest right behind him. Oh, I just got 2 more drops of Hollowbone Arrows. Okay, so the Skeleton Key chest is back here. I don't think this will be back here after the update. Now, if you want to kill a couple more harpies, you can just climb up here. There's nowhere else to go here, other than this cliff rim up top here. I'm gonna get knocked off for sure. Nope. Alright, yes, this is just a big dead end. So, back outside. Alright, so now that we are back out, let's check out how many Hollowbone Arrows we actually got. Alright, so on this run we got 140. Now, by the time you get done finishing up this 4th cave, the monsters in the first cave should be respawned, so you can go back up there and get another Black Blood tool if you want, and potentially get some more Hollowbone Arrows along the way. And you can run this loop as many times as you want. If you get lucky, you'll get closer to 200 Hollowbone Arrows from each of these runs. Now, you might be asking, If the mandibles of Atlok Nacha are 23 and 50, then why bother with these ones that are only 15 damage? Well, as you can see, these are arguably considerably easier to farm than the mandibles. The mandibles, you're not even guaranteed to get the boss to spawn there, and even if it does, you get 50 to 100 arrows, but we just got 140 of these arrows in 15 minutes. So they are a little bit easier to farm, and they're not actually that bad. 15 damage is really not much less than the normal craftable arrows you would get. And with the Reach of the Red Mother being nerfed, and therefore every bow being 21% armor pen or less, you're really going to want that 54% armor pen, especially with players running around with heavy armor now. Now you might be asking, do I need these arrows for anything other than PvP in that case? Well, kind of yes, because the Arena Champion and the Warmaker Champion in the Warmaker dungeon both have really high armor value, and these will do massive damage to them. Alright, that's all for this video, folks. If you enjoyed it or learned something from it, hit that like button. And if you like this kind of content, guides, tutorials, and PvP videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. And if you want to see another tutorial, go ahead and click on this link to check out my Age of War PvP build video.